Chapter 162, Meeting His Mortal Enemies. For a moment, he was dazzled. He swept his gaze around and realized that there was still a faction that had not appeared. Demons. Just as he was thinking this, the low roars of beasts, birds, and other creatures shook the void. Boom! An ear-piercing sound suddenly appeared in the clear sky. A huge bird that was completely silver and had feathers that were like metal and looked like blinks of lightning suddenly appeared. Thunderbird. This bird was born with the ability to control the power of wind and lightning. Its speed was as fast as lightning and faster than the wind. It was one of the fastest demonic beasts alive. His cultivation level was at the Golden Cur realm, and he was considered a demon king. The demons of the Black Feather Ridge are here. Someone beside Songshi muttered. Screech, a loud and clear cry of an eagle tore through the air. Then, a gust of wind whistled as a huge black eagle descended from the sky. Its feathers were pitch black, and its eyes were as sharp as lightning as it glanced coldly at the various factions. The aura of this black eagle was even more terrifying. After it landed, a wave of black energy squirmed out and turned into a man in black with a hooked nose. You humans sure are fast. Have the Sky Demon Valley, Green Hill and White Snake Cave arrived yet? As soon as he finished speaking, dozens of birds tore through the air. Among them were sparrows, quails and eagle-type demon beasts. Other than the leader of the Black Eagles, who had reached the Demon Emperor realm, which was equivalent to the nascent Soul realm. The other demon birds were all Golden Cur realm. However, demonic beasts had strong physics and demonic birds were very fast. Cultivators of the same level were often not their match, so their strength was not much. Inferior to the Heavenly Ghost sect, which had 3 nascent souls cultivators. The void shook. On the ground, a huge ape with red fur and a ferocious aura jumped more than 1,000 feet high and gathered with a group of beasts. It was 1,000 feet tall and had a shocking aura. It looked ferocious and domineering with the aura of an emperor. The demon beasts behind him were also huge. There was a wild boar king with a mane all over its body, a black bull king that was like a small mountain, and a nimble macaque king. Sky Demon Valley's Crimson Ape Emperor is here too. The competition is going to be too intense. Some disciples sigh. That's right. Crimson Ape Emperor has the bloodline of a divine beast. His combat power is terrifying. I reckon we won't even be able to withstand a single slap from him. Hearing the discussions in his ears, Songshi was slightly shocked. With the bloodline of a divine beast, it was equivalent to a genius like Liu Yuai. Moreover, it was already a demon emperor and ruled 100,000 miles of mountains. There are so many powerhouses. This cave abode is definitely not simple. Unfortunately, the blood-robed old ghost did not know much about this. I can only take it one step at a time. Songshi sighed. Currently, there were 2 demon emperors, excluding the others who have yet to appear. He looked at the Crimson Ape Emperor with its astonishing aura and could not help but think of the Spirit Command Talisman. If he managed to control it, wouldn't this mean that he would have an additional Demon Emperor level fighter in his arsenal? Green Hill and White Snake Cave didn't say they were coming, so there's no need to wait for them. At this moment, a young girl flew out of the Sky Demon Cult's Black Palace. Her delicate voice was like a little girl's. Songshi's expression changed. He immediately stared at the girl and gritted his teeth. The memory of being tortured by this woman was still fresh in his mind. He had never been tortured like that before. Hanluo, it's this perverted old woman. Songshi clenched his fists. He finally saw this woman again. Back then, when he was captured by Juyu to worship the evil god, all the bones in his body were broken by this woman, and his eyes were dug out. This was the first time he had tasted the feeling of living a life worse than death. Last time, he was powerless to resist. This time, I'll let you taste my Ragnarok. Songshi sneered in his heart. He stared at Hanluo and immediately thought of various ways to take revenge. Hanluo sensed something and turned to look at Songshi, puzzled. Why is this old ghost paying so much attention to me? Could it be that he knows that I'm investigating him? It's a pity if they don't come. I had wanted to indulge in the service of those fox and snake women. The Crimson Ape Emperor smiled devilly and turned to look at the Demon Slayers Department and Qian Gen Academy. He said mockingly, "Why didn't you send an army to occupy the entire ruin this time?" Not only him, but the other demonic beasts and demonic cultivators also had mocking expressions on their faces. In the past, During the peak of Great Jin, they had monopolized most of the relics, cave abodes and other wealth in its territory. At that time, the various sects were extremely angry about it but did not dare to say anything. This was because Great Jin was too powerful. Not only would they suppress the top experts of the various large sects, but they would also snatch their resources away. This caused many factions to be unable to produce a nascent soul in 1,000 years. Fortunately, the factions in Great Jin had weakened rapidly in the past few hundred years. The factions that had been suppressed for a long time immediately rebounded, and the speed at which nascent souls were born from their own sects was much faster than before. An ordinary old man with a normal aura and a lawn sword hanging on his waist walked out. "Red Ape, have you forgotten how Great Jin suppressed you back then? I remember that you were just an ape that came to worship and perform for us. You have a death wish. It'll kill you first before exploring the cave abode." The red aura on the Crimson Ape Emperor's body soared, and he was enraged on the spot. The glory of Great Jin is already in the past. Today, it'll let you understand this fact completely. That's a now. A cold voice exploded, causing the Crimson Ape King to stop. "If you have the strength, attack the cave abode's barrier. Don't waste your energy here and delay everyone's actions." The man who spoke walked out of the palace. He was dressed in white, a stark contrast to the Black Palace. He walked in the air very slowly, but an even more powerful pressure was released. The world suddenly became much colder and snowflakes floated up out of blue. After this person came out, the world fell silent. Songqi saw that many people's expressions changed. "Elder, who is?" Big Shiokan asked softly. "Sky Demon Cult second in command. He is half the strength of a soul transformation cultivator." At this moment, Lu Yoiyu actually walked over to explain to her. However, the gloating expression on her face did not look like she had any good intentions. Deputy Cultmaster, Songqi frowned and looked at the other party's side profile. He felt that he looked a little like a person he knew. Soon, he thought of something and his pupils constricted. "Looks like you recognize him." "That's right. Has the father of the person you killed when you went out half a month ago. What do you think he will do to avenge his son?" Lu Yoiyu asked teasingly. "You will know." Songqi frowned. He had done it rather discreetly back then, but in the end, it was still leaked. Even if I don't know the exact situation, I can guess some things." Lu Yoiyu was disdainful and looked proud. "Don't underestimate other people's intelligence. They must have found out that it was you long ago, but didn't pursue the matter. And that was only because you were part of the Heavenly Ghost sect." Songqi was enlightened. The Sky Demon Cult knew that he had killed Second Master Lu, but they had not come looking for him. They were indeed giving the Heavenly Ghost sect face. "Now you know the benefits of joining the Heavenly Ghost sect. If you were outside, you would have been killed countless times." Lu Yoiu's expression was smug. She thought that if she intimidated Songqi, he would be obedient in the future. She did not know that Songqi did not care at all when he heard this. Now, he did not have any worries. He needed to have such an enemy. It was best if he died every time he went out. He looked at Sky Demon Cult and muttered in his heart, "Two enemies, I have my eyes on you all."